RCMP's forensic breakthrough breathes new life into a lingering disappearance mystery.
The disappearance is in their hands. They described it as changing everything and rewriting the case for months or after months of being installed. And the forensic teams are already conducting follow-up analysis based on the new material that they found. And why it matters is, you're right, the case has been stuck for months with limited physical evidence and heavily redacted court files. I had the court files. I was going to read them to you, but they were so redacted, there was no point. Now, listen, guys, this is the first major investigative shift since the release of the court documents revealing the abuse allegations and the children's stepfather, Daniel Martell, which he again denies. Now, RCMP has not publicly disclosed the nature of the forensic evidence, but the language used suggests that it's concrete, it's physical, and it's potentially case defining. All right, so it fits into the larger picture because they're going to shift this by the physical rather than the circumstantial evidence. All right, and they want to shift it to a case that's active criminally, and they can charge somebody for something, because we haven't brought the children home, and there's no way that unless somebody decided to take two kids, house them, feed them, take care of them, they're either suffering somewhere if they are alive, or somebody took them and took their lives, or Malehya and Daniel did something. And we're getting closer to find out with the DNA or with the forensic evidence what happened. Right?
We had them here. That was in the summer before Jack's birthday, so that probably would have been around July or August.
They don't do that, though.
She did make the comment that it bothered.
They don't do that. You know what? I love that you say that, justice for Noog. But look at the Summer Wells case. Those people in the Summer Wells case, Candace and Dawn, they're clearly addicts for years. And they didn't just go test them and charge them for neglect. It's just not how that works. They don't want to botch an investigation. That's like the least charge you can get. So that's what my opinion is, that they're not going to do that.
Daniel coming to visit us, that he assumed that she was coming so she could run into Cody. And I thought, well, I mean, they're only young. So we made it clear that, look, if he's got a problem, bring him too.
Do you think that the reason why you haven't seen him in the last 2 years is because of that?
I do feel it's because of him. I do. I mean, she was coming all the time up until she got with him. But Malehya knew that this will always be a second home for her.
Yes.
They were our grandkids, so she was more than welcome here whenever she wanted to come by.
Yep.
What do you remember about the kids?
Kids, they were happy.
Yeah, very.
Malehya's dad, Henry. All right, we're getting a backstory. We're finding out what the hell is happening and what are the dynamics of the situation. Because I'm telling you, the next time that we hear something from RCMP, it's probably going to be big.
Very happy.
Yeah?
Yes, every time I seen them. They always lived at their grandmother's in Truro.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, one of the great grandmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that.
Patty Curtis.
That's
where I used to go visit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Until this guy moved him away, and that was the last time I seen him.
When's the last time that you got to see Lily and Jack?
I seen Lily last year when she brought her up here. That's the last time I seen Lily.
Connie Brooks told us some interesting information. Malehya had been there to get her status card updated, so she is a member of the First Nation, and she visited her grandmother and other relatives, and her grandmother asked her about her relationship with Daniel Martell.
Thank you.
No, but I asked her, did he hurt you? She didn't really say he hurt her, but he held her down. He held her down and took her phone on her, and she couldn't talk. She couldn't be allowed to use the phone.
Henry Brooks equals Indigenous people. Oh, yeah, true. I didn't even think about that.
The Mi'kmaq community has been involved in the search and providing legal assistance to their mother, so it is a part of the story.
We learned through our reporting that Nova Scotia's Child Protection Office.
So we just saw that. This is not me making up that they're mathematicians. I've said this from day one of seeing the couple, that they absolutely were rug addicts. All right. And look at, lo and behold, right there, it says he was having her, I don't know what you call it, scared. She couldn't go anywhere, do anything. That's why she told me. And that's what the detectives. And then they go on to talk about the, they went on to talk about the drugs, but I don't know where I missed it. Held her phone, held her down. All right, let's keep going.
Allowed to use the phone.
What else? Scared. Okay, that's what she told the detectives. That's now we know why she dipped. Granddaughter. Okay, there it is. Sorry. When she asked her granddaughter about the rug use in the home, Malehya told her that Daniel concealed a drug addiction for nearly the first year of their relationship. I don't think he ever stopped, guys. I truly, honestly don't.
The Mi'kmaq community has been involved in the search and providing legal assistance to their mother, so it is a part of the story. We learned through our reporting that Nova Scotia's Child Protection Office had been contacted by the kids' school out of concern about the way they were showing up at school. We don't know the specific details of.
Damn, I didn't even realize I didn't realize the gravity of that. They're development. Well, we know the parents claim they were developmentally behind, but it says and arriving at school grubby. That's a good word. I use that word grubby, and without appropriate winter clothing, prompting staff to provide it for them. All right. So you send your kids to school grubby. It's got to be pretty bad. I'm telling you, or they wouldn't do anything. All right, let's keep going.
Then they got the little girl together. And he didn't like her kids at all. But she said they beat them all.
I was looking through the Facebook page of the children's school to understand what their school life was like. I was really just curious about the types of things they did at school and, what their lives were like there. And I came across a photo of Jack with a black eye. And so that photo was dated December 13th, 2024. It was 5 months before he and Lilly disappeared. I asked Daniel how Jack received the black eye in December, and he didn't respond. But in private Facebook messages that were shared with me,
listen, his lip was busted too in that picture. They didn't say that. He literally had a busted lip and a black eye, which in most cases for a male, a little boy that gets to play outside, whatever, but that doesn't look like it. And with the abuse, we now think differently.
Acknowledged that Jack had many black eyes. He
Look at that.
Lilly even had a black eye when Jack and Lilly disappeared from an incident that happened on May 1st, the day before the children went missing. He said a Tonka truck that she pushed down on swung up and hit her in the face.
Ooh.
But the most of the black eyes were probably from Lilly because.
Oh my God, this guy, I've seen this so many different ways and different people breaking it down, and he just lies so much. All right. Children don't always have black eyes all the time. He's pushing it off and addressing BS. That was him or Malehya that did that, in my opinion.
And I don't want to say 100% because Jack was really clumsy too. Like when we used to take him to the woods, he'd fall a lot. I remember one time too, Jack ran over the doorknob.
Yeah, he just fell. Oh yeah, he ran through the door.
They would throw stuff at each other. They were quite aggressive toward each other.
BS, guys.
I was like, I'm checking to see if there's food in the fridge. I'm checking.
Yeah.
See if there's locks on it.
It's just that he's the lock.
And Daniel's daughter, she's like 8 or 9.
Daniel's daughter, she's like 8 or 9, said Malehya locked them in the room. And again, why I believe that they're both involved. Malehya can play the victim all she wants, but I see right through her. And I think a lot of you do as well.
Her name was Rain. She said, Malehya locked him in the room. Yeah, but she didn't care.
She didn't bust it.
She bring him over and clothes her fucking filthy.
Was she always like this?
Yeah.
Or you was
you wasn't brought up like that. See, they asked her to set the kids up. This was in December. And plus, why would she stay there? If someone's beating my kids, I'm breaking their fucking head.
Exactly.
And 3 months ago, we told her, before that happened, I'll say 3 months before May, we had the U-Haul truck to move her back to her grandmother's house. She had a big house, like Redcliffe and Bible.
And guys, maybe she was addicted too. Maybe she was addicted and didn't want to leave the situation at the time because she needed that. That happens. Daniel gets very emotional when talking about Jack's name, which means maybe he did that. I think Daniel was physically abusive. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. In the way he answered that question, 110%. That's why this is so important to see the backstory, so then you could understand what in the hell probably happened.
The day before, no, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
All he wants to hear. That's really rats in the walls.
Exactly. I've been to that place many times.
After seeing the place, seeing the condition of the home, it was
Oh my God, guys, I got so much shit for that.